Hey guys, Desolate Magic. It's time for more spoilers from today and yesterday, kind of, because I was busy. So first up, we got Talisman Segador, which apparently is Reaper's Talisman. I don't know that word, but I don't think that says Reaper, but anyway. It's a 1 black artifact equipment, and whenever equipped creature attacks, it gets Death Touch, obviously, until end of turn, and whenever equipped creature attacks alone, the defending player loses 2 life and you gain 2 life. Ooh, it's like Exalted, but you don't have to have anything else in play. And then equip too, so they really put some interesting new ideas into this set. It's too bad they ruined it with a couple bad apples, but what else is new? Next up, we've got Tricksters Talisman. It's 1 blue, artifact equipment, equip 2, so obviously a cycle here. And equipped creature gets +1/+1 and has whenever this creature deals combat damage to a player, you may sacrifice this talisman. If you do, create a token that's a copy of this creature. Oh, that's annoying. Creature cloning for basically 1 mana, I guess 3 if you count the equipar cost. Yeah, you gotta hit once, and if it's big enough, you hit them once, they're gonna be in trouble, but still, this is kind of annoying. Next up, oh my god, they do print the cards in English. Alright, Treasure Vault, Artifact Land. They hyped this one up a whole bunch, but I didn't actually see it. I think they just showed the name or something, but alright, so you can tap it for colorless, and then if you pay XX, sack it, trade X treasure tokens. Wow, how exciting, how earth-shattering and game-changing. So you pay a ton of mana to get access to a little bit of mana 1 time later, and then lose 1 of your lands. Yeah, everybody, throw this in your deck. It's amazing. Next up, Monk class with the communist black power fist. That's not offensive at all, is it? I'm sure they did that on accident and they're going to deny it. I bet level 3 is going to be burn down a black-owned business, because equality. So the first one is just spell spamming crap. The second spell you cast each turn costs 1 less. Great. Then we've got pay 2, get to level 2. When this class becomes level 2, return up to 1 target non-land permanent to its owner's hand. Okay, bounce ability, yeehaw. And then you pay 3 more and get to level 3. Pretty cheap, apparently. At the beginning of your upkeep, exile the top card of your library. For as long as it remains exiled, it has you may cast this card from exile as long as you've cast another spell this turn. And since they granted the card that property, it's not being granted by this permanent. If something happens to this permanent, it still is castable. That's why several other cards in this set were phrased kind of iffy, because this right here is how you phrase that ability. Next up, Teleportation Circle. I heard a lot about this one, but I didn't read it either. Let's see, we got 4 cost enchantment. It's white. At the beginning of your end step, exile up to 1 target artifact or creature you control, then return that card to the battlefield under its owner's control. Oh, so it's infinite and limited flicker, but only once per turn and only for 4 mana? I mean, that's not the end of the world. I will say that stupid Yorion card is annoying enough. I don't think we need anything that even resembles it, but there's nothing wrong with this card in a vacuum, just in the current meta. How many times have you heard that? Next up, it's the Demogorgon. Oh boy, and now you're in his clutches. So it's a 3 cost black sorcery. Target opponent discards 2 cards, mills 2 cards, and loses 2 life. Oh yes, because the other options for discard 2 for 3 mana were just not exciting enough. They had to make him even more toxic and annoying. Fantastic. So next up, we got Vampire Spawn. It's 3 cost 2/3 vampire, and when it enters the battlefield, each opponent loses 2 life and you gain 2 life. Yay, filler. And next up, we got Señor de los Bandidos Goblin. I pronounced the I wrong, but we're going to move past it. So that's, of course, Hobgoblin Bandit Leader, in case you can translate that one yourself. And it's a 3 cost red 2/3, and it says the other... What the hell are Troscos? Okay, apparently that's the word for goblin. I'll take the word for it. So other goblins that you control obtain +1/+1, so it's a Goblin Lord's card for 3. That's just fantastic. And if you pay 1 and tap it, El Señor de los Bandidos Goblin hace un cant... Oh, I should probably actually translate that. It does an amount of damage equal to the count of goblins that entered the camp of battle, I love that term better, under your control this turn to any object. So he's also got removal, and you don't have to sack him or anything. You just pay 1, tap him, and oh, well, 5 goblins entered play this turn, so I'm going to hit directly your life total for 5, or take out a planeswalker, take out a blocker. And then all you lose access to is this 2/3 in combat, so... Oh, this card's annoying. This is just going to be another Red Rush enabler, and Red Rush already looks toxic as AIDS in this set. So next up, we got some crooked cell phone shot of a 3/2 for 3 Soul Knife Spy. So whenever this creature deals combat damage to a player, draw a card, and then don't discard a card. They finally actually went for it this time. And it's a 3/2 instead of a 2/3. Huh. You don't see stuff this powerful in blue very often, and they put it in the common slot. This is actually really strange. I don't think the existing rogue deck needed any help, though, from this, and I think they might throw 1 or 2 of these in. It doesn't really match the other cards, but, I mean, draw a card, draw a card, draw a card, like, come on. So next up, Spoils of the Hunt. It's probably another elf, but it doesn't specify. It's a 3-cost instant green, and target creature you control gets +1 until end of turn for each mana from a treasure that was spent to cast a spell, so up to 3, I guess. Then that creature deals damage equal to its power to target creature an opponent controls. So boost, then pseudo force fight, and then you're still boosted to swing, and you didn't take any damage. Pretty powerful, but I mean, you know, good luck getting that above 1, but I mean, still a +1 in a fake force fight is still pretty good for 3, actually. I mean, it's not terrible. We've had better ones that cost 2, but honestly, I'm completely and utterly sick of people running Ram through. They gave green a ton of life gain, especially in this set, and virtually unlimited card draw. Now they're going to give it removal. Why don't they give it Death Touch? What else are we missing? Let's see. Give it some counter spells. If they just want everybody to run green and the color pie to mean nothing, then just, yeah, give it all the shit. Give it everything. Let it resurrect shit from the graveyard. Why not? Pretty sure they already do that, actually, in this set. Well, get ready for all green all day after this comes out, because that's all people are going to be playing. Oh, that and Red Rush. Next up, Unexpected Windfall. Oh, boy. Okay, hold on. This is breaking, like, the 5th wall. He's like a rogue, dressed as a rogue. You know, he's got the boots, the leather, the gloves, all that. Okay, cool. He's standing on a pile of treasure, but he also has a Magic the Gathering deck. But also, it's not Magic the Gathering, and also he pulls... Is that supposed to be the deck of many things? Because to me, that's a commander deck box right there. I'm just saying. I don't know. I think it's somewhere in between. Who knows? So anyway, 4-cost red instant. As an additional cost to cast a spell, discard a card, draw 2 cards, then create 2 treasure tokens. By the way, that isn't one of the cards in the deck of many things. They are actual cards. Like, it's like the Queen of Spades. But also, that isn't a Magic the Gathering card. I don't know what game he's playing. I don't know what's going on in this art. I mean, if somebody wanted to go find, it looks like a Lena Banner, or Danner, maybe, it's kind of blurry, the person who made this art, and ask her what the instructions were for the art that Wizards gave, because they usually give a paragraph about, like, what they want them to draw. I'm very curious what it says. I think they're also told not to share that, but, well, some have leaked in the past. Next up, we got Forsworn Paladin. It's a 1-cost 1/1. The Black Paladin, you know, you see them all the time. Human Knight with Menace. And if you pay 2, tap it, pay 1 life, create a treasure token. Ooh, that's good. That's really good. I mean, yeah, you got to pay 1 life. That's appropriate. But for 1, you can get some ramp going and in black, but it's going to hurt you. Well, welcome to everything in black. So then you can pay 3. Target creature gets +2/+0 until end of turn. If mana from a treasure was spent to activate this ability, that creature also gains Death Touch until end of turn. Now, I never did like boosting 1 and losing access to another when it comes to swinging, but I mean, +2 and Death Touch, like, hello. But it's treasure restricted. You only have so many of them. It's just, burning a treasure unnecessarily just to get a stupid trigger, and then, oh, look, I top decked a 6-cost spell and I have 5 lands. Oopsies, guess I should have kept that treasure. I don't think I've seen one single card in this entire set where I would say, yeah, that's worth burning a treasure instead of using it to cast a bigger spell. So every game that somebody goes for this treasure mechanic, it's just going to be feels bad, man, because 2 turns later, you're going to be like, oh, I wish I had that treasure, but I wanted to add a little extra pepper to that. Ooh, I did 1 or 2 more damage. Ooh, I got a little extra benefit. I think this is honestly a really bad mechanic. Luckily, it's completely optional, but any card that says it, you know you're not using it at full power if you're not using treasures. So, next up, Potion of Healing. I don't think you apply it to the eye. I'm pretty sure you drink it, but sure. Also, if it's coming from that creepy emo bitch, I wouldn't drink anything she's got. But anyway, it's a 2-cost white artifact, and when it enters battlefield, draw a card, because that makes sense. And then, oh, look, you can pay 1, tap it, sack it, and gain 3 life. Now, that actually makes sense, unlike the first part. This is literally just revitalized with more steps, and I think more mana. So, I don't know, not great. You might get an ETB off it or something. Who knows? Next up, we've got a classic Burning Hands. Oh boy, I bet it's going to do damage and hit multiple targets. I should start guessing on these. I'm getting a lot of them right. Let's see. So it's 2-cost instant, deals 2 damage to target creature or planeswalker. If that permanent is green, it deals 6 damage instead. Okay, didn't see that coming. Because the whole point of Burning Hands is that it can hit, like, I think up to 2 target creatures. In some versions, it's a full cone. Hey, remember when they said they're not going to print color-specific mechanics because they're stupidly unfair, completely out of your control, and rely entirely on matchmaking luck? I remember when they said that. They apparently don't remember when they said that. So next up, it's Long Rest. Oh, here we go. 3 green plus X, hello, sorcery, and then return X target cards with different mana values from your graveyard to your hand. If 8 or more cards... What did I just say about them adding the green? Anyway, if 8 or more cards were returned to your hand this way, your life total becomes equal to your starting life total. Not may, it does. Exile Long Rest. Did they really expect you to fetch 8 creatures? I mean, if that many died, you probably already lost. I don't know what I think about this. It's definitely not a green card, I'll tell you that. It's not like they never return stuff from your graveyard, but this is just stupid. Plus, every type of character can do a long rest, and it affects them all equally. This shouldn't be a colored spell. This should be colorless. And it should do something different. Like, remove all counters if you want, or you may remove any counters from creatures you control. There you go, so you can get rid of Wither, Infect, whatever. Wouldn't be relevant in Standard at all, but it would remove all the bad, like, status conditions, you know, which is kind of like what a long rest does. Or maybe they'd, like, let you draw a card because you're kind of starting new, or do something with, like, spells coming back. No, apparently they think that a long rest means 8 more creatures join your party, which is not typically what happens during a long rest in D&D. They just threw the name on. Let's just cut the shit. They threw the name on, and it has nothing to do with that. Anyway, let's move on. Sudden Insight. Don't know what that reference is. Oh, God, this is on TikTok? You gotta be kidding me. They said this is some TikTok douche, and now we get blurry, like a cell phone shot of a CRT monitor, whatever the this is. Hey, dumbass TikTok 12-year-olds, you know that every ounce of your data on your cell phone is now beamed directly to China, and also all of your followers are fake because they just inflate the numbers to make you feel special so that you stay on that platform. You're like, well, I only have 5 followers on YouTube, but I have 1,000 followers on TikTok. They're not real people. They're not even real accounts. They just accumulate the number to make you feel good. You're being manipulated because you're stupid and your dances suck and I hate you. Thumbs up on the video if you also hate TikTok and everyone on it. So anyway, 6 cost blue spell, instant, draw a card for each different mana value among non-land cards in your graveyard. That's what we needed, another hand refill for mono blue garbage. Thanks, wizards. And finally, Rally Maneuver. It's a 3 cost white spell. Target creature gets +2/+0 and gains first strike until end of turn. Up to one other target creature gets +0/+2 and gains lifelink until end of turn. It doesn't really make sense logically, but whenever they do a 3 cost white instant speed boost spell in the uncommon slot, yes, that specifically, it always has single target or multi-target, but then lesser. Like we've seen, like, what, Rally the Troops or something, I think was another one. They almost just named it the same thing. And then they put multiple soldiers in the art. I mean, they're just reprinting the same cards over and over and over, but this one is a little different, so they got a little creative with this. You know, I don't think this is a bad card. So that is it for today and yesterday. Pretty short video today. I might have another one, and I might do a live stream today, actually, because I got some killer new decks I'm running on Arena. And if that becomes as much of a pain in the ass as it usually does, I might switch over to Far Cry and do New Game Plus with all my unlocks. Oh, gonna get spicy. I could actually, like, speedrun that game at this point. Well, anyway, since it's, you know, a national holiday, obviously I have to go drop off a slideshow I made for a company. Oh, yeah. Oh, we outsource in this video editing skills. Then I have to go fix a computer I'm selling on Craigslist, actually. And then I got to drop off a Facebook Marketplace sale. Hey, people are home. And then I have to go pet adorable alpacas because I'm going down to the rich people city where my brother lives. My city, people just go to the bars and then get in fights. Woo! July 4th festivities. I think I heard some gunshots last night, too. So anyway, screw you, England. We kicked you out with our guns and you still don't think they're important. Ha ha, you're dumb. I'll see you guys next video.